Yeah, so hello, I'm making this to show you how to beat this level. So let's get right into it. So this first part looks intimidating because of how tight the gaps look. So you want to hit this in the middle so you can sort of like launch yourself into this gap, like that. And then you can actually buffer this second dash off like that. And then the rest is kind of easy if you know like that you can just click in the middle of each dash off like that. So I like to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a double click like really quick. Hit them in the middle, skip the blue orb, and then hit the black orb in the middle. But if you hit the black orb too early, you can actually die on this spike, which you don't want happening. So hit it in like a bit more to the right, and then you can hold because the blue orb is basically a button. So I like to click evenly here, or you could just click however you like. And then this, only click 2 yellow orbs here. And then do a big jump into the spider portal. You can see like where the hitboxes are. And this is the part where it gets sort of fast, where you have to click fast. So these 2 first blue orbs, you want to buffer them. And then triple click like that. And then this part is a double click, so. And then this is probably one of the harder bits to learn because of how weird this blue pad is. But all you have to do is you can just buffer all 3 of these, and the rest is like you can sort of learn it. So this UFO is 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here I like to do 5 even clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if you hit this black orb a bit too late, you can end up just hitting this, and that's not what you want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just hit this in the middle. And then these UFO timers, you just have to like hit this red orb early so that you can get more height into the yellow orb so that you don't end up hitting this spike, because what can happen is if you hit too late, you can end up like, that can happen, so you don't want that to happen. You want to hit the pad a little late. Hit all the little late. Okay, so this ball, just go with the music. There's no real good tricks for this. Yeah, and this spider, you want to time everything to the music. And this black orb is sort of awkward because you have to hit it right in the middle, or if you don't, you will end up dying like that. And if you hit it too late, you can also die like that. So you want to hit the black orb in the middle. And then this shit part is not that tight. You just want to learn a quick pattern. So I like to do 1, 2, 3, and then drop. Yeah. Okay, here, this is just probably one of the weirder transitions. You want to hit these orbs in the middle. So I like to do a quick double click like that, and then hit the blue orb late. And then this, you want to hit all of these in the middle. You could also buffer and then do that, but that's harder. And then I like to do 4 even clicks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after that, buffer these 2 red orbs. Yeah. And this is the fast bit, so you want to do 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, and then here you want to jump at this little block. And why you want to do that is because you don't want to hit any of these like orbs or pads. Like hold, want to hold, and then jump at this. Want to jump at this platform. Hold, and then click at this blue orb. And you want to hit it a little bit late. And the reason why you want to do that is because you want to land on this. So if you hit it perfectly in the middle, that's like the best way to do it. But if you hit it too late, you can die like that. You can die into this spike, which you don't want to So, and if you hit it like that, you can just end up hitting the spikes, not the spikes, the pads, and you can just end up dying to this. So. And then the flying is sort of like, you just need a skill for it. This is the first drop section. So you want to buffer, and then just buff everything here until you get to this UFO portal. You want to time everything to the music, basically. And then buffer all of these black orbs. And then there's not really any tricks with this part, you just want to click to the music. This is probably like one of the weirder transitions to get used to. You want to hold after you enter this portal. If you click before, you can just die like that. So you want to hold, and then in the middle, just click the black orb. After the cube portal, you want to click 4 times evenly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll get used to it over time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then another 3 clicks into the ball. And then this flying is, you just learn the flying. And then this is the duel where you probably need to know like how the transitions and stuff work. So you want to click and then buffer this black orb. But don't click too early, just hit it like as early as you can. So that you get like a good, so that the wave kind of lines up. But I think a teleport portal already does it. And then this is the weirdest part. So you want to hit. Okay, so hit the pink orb, and then hold at the green orb, like between the black and the green orb. But if you hold at the pink orb, the top ball will hit the pink pad, and it will just die like that, which you don't want. So, and then these just hit in the orbs 3 times like that. And then this duel, buffer this click. If you don't buffer this click, you'll get a weird alignment. Yep, it's a buffer. And then this is probably the weirdest part. So click as early as you can before you hit this saw blade. And click 5 times as early as you can. Like that. And then here, you want to wait until UFO touches this blue portal. And after you do that, focus on the ball, and then click 5 times. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you want to do hold, like you want to do like a M shape into this top corridor, and you want to sort of click to the music, which is how most levels should be done. Right? Or you could either do that, you could just double click into the black orbs. Okay, here is where you want to end up not dying here, because what can happen is that you can actually end up skipping this pink pad, which you don't want. So you want to hit this black orb as early as you can after hitting the hitting the portal, because if you don't, you'll end up ruining the transition and you'll die. So these three are buffers, 1, 2, 3. Buffer the green, and then time the yellow like slightly like into the transition, so that because if you do that, you can just hold. And then the rest is okay. Yeah, a lot of these are sort of, you have to know how to time them. Okay, here you don't have to jump, you can just hit the blue orb like that, which I find easier because you won't have to remember to click twice. So okay, this is one of the weird transitions, so you want to hold this until you see this platform. Until you see this platform, and there's like an invisible thing there, but don't worry about that. You want to wait until your bottom cube touches this platform. You can memorize what it is. Jump, like that. Here you want to time it, because if you don't, you can end up hitting this saw blade. And then you want to light click the black and the red orbs, and all these are buffers. And this is the next cube maze, which is another cube maze. Exciting. So what you want to do is you want to hold right after this slope at the speed change, because by doing that, it will activate this pink orb for you already. So, and you don't have to worry about the sudden transition. So hold, you want to hold there, like that. Then you can just hit the yellow orb. And all of these are just buffers. Okay, so what you want to do here is you want to buffer this blue orb down here. Then you want to drop and skip, don't hit this pad. You want to go underneath the pad, and you can see this indicator. You try and jump at this indicator right there, which is a blind, but you can sort of understand like where you want to click after you know how to do the part. And then these two orbs, just buffer them, so you don't have to time them. And you want to wait until you get to this red orb after those two buffers. So you want to wait until you get to this red orb, and then you want to time it in the middle of the red orb. And then once you time in the middle of the red orb, you want to buffer the black. So like that. Then you want to jump over this big spike gap, like that. And then you want to skip this blue orb until you enter this one block gap. And you can see how there's like a fake here. You want to hit this blue orb, and then you want to jump like right at this indicator. So you want to hit 1, 2, 1, 2. Because if you hit it too late here, you can end up hitting this block. And then in this section, you just buffer these. So all these are just buffers. Until you get to this, you want to hit this yellow switch early. And then buffer 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, like that. Buffer, buffer, buffer. That's basically it. So next, you want to hit this, like after you touch the slope. Because if you don't, you'll just die on the slope. For some reason, I don't know. Like that just happens. 2 buffers, like 1, 2, and then time the black orb. Because if you don't, you just die. So 1, 2, 1. Yeah, you can see how much syncs it is. You don't really have to learn the specific timings as much here. And then this is probably the part that a lot of people will struggle at because of how quick it is, but the best way to learn this part is with the music. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and then you want to go up like that, and then this is weird because it's sort of like a mini wave spam. You want to click 5. I like to click 5 times here. Other people more times or less. So yeah, that's how much space you have. You want to like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then click 2 times like that, and then hit these red orbs in the middle. Maybe you can just buffer them. Yep. And make sure you time this pink orb, because you can see the gap. You can see this gap here. And then hold on these 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That. And then it sort of transitions you into the ship, which is nice. And then this triple is probably you'll have nerves coming into this section. So. And then this duel, you want to pay attention to this specific block. You want to fly sort of slowly down and then try to dodge this thing. And once you do, you probably have the part down, because this is some like asymmetrical stuff here, and it is. And what is actually pretty good here is there's some like slopes here that stop you from like, I don't know why this is here, but you can actually use these. And then this timing is hard, but you can just hit this. You can just hit this block, and it will just launch you up. It's not that tight as you would think. So you want to let go of it. And then all of these are just buffers. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then hold. And you want to maybe let go after your ship passes this spike, like that. And you don't have to click after that. Like, you can just straight fly into the end, and that's it. Yeah, and that's it. I think that's probably everything.